auth payments, responsiveness, that's all done. So now we've got design for the app and landing page design. Incidentally, these are actually going to be the same task because we decided that the landing page is essentially going to be part of the main page, the main app screen. So you can see that over here. This is the flow that we have, and essentially we're only going to have two screens in this app. Super simple. The first is going to be a list of popular AIs, and then the title, the title is not going to be popular AIs, so it's going to be maybe this. I don't know how that's going to fit. Just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so something like that, and then yeah, you have some text, here in the bottom. Whoops, don't want it to be red, but a subtitle just down here, and we can move. Yeah, maybe move this a little bit down and just make the page a little bit bigger. And that's it. Like that should have us covered as far as both the landing page as well as list of popular AIs. And maybe you can add pricing in there. I don't know if that's necessary. Like people are going to look at a popular AI, they're going to click through, and then they're going to see pricing. If you want to make your own custom AI, then yeah, I mean you're going to bump into like this flow over here, and then you're going to see the pricing screen. So it'll be a bit deferred. I guess you could add a pricing section, maybe. That'd be fine. Cool. So that covers that. And then so now we need to design the landing page as well as the app. So essentially, it's just going to be a single task um, for designing the app itself. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And then once we're done with that, we'll plan for the dev bit. And hopefully we'll have enough time to go through that later today. So this the stream's gonna go on for another 40 minutes, and then I need to drop off, and then we'll continue probably an hour and a little bit from now. So we have just about that long in order to take care of the design bit. So let's go ahead and set that up. I mean, plan for the dev bit, not really necessary. It's really going to be a quick task. I don't think it's going to be complicated. Um, yeah, I did a project recently, which I think I'm going to be reusing, and yeah, really, it's this project over here. Let me show you. Yeah, it's a Twitter bookmarks idea. You'll find it's already hosted. I already have this up on twitterbookmarks.com if you want to check it out. So it's basically a bookmark tool for Twitter, and so it allows you to automatically categorize all your bookmarks directly on Twitter. So you just sign in with Twitter, and then you'd be able to see like your bookmarks categorized into different topics. And it's a one-time payment, so this is the landing page, and then the app itself is Flash app. You can see what that looks like for my account. Uh, yeah, these are the categories. You can also create like your own category. It's pretty cool. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to use the same setup that we have here. Oh, I think we're a bit laggy. Seems like we're a bit like okay, all right. I saw a bunch of dropped frames. I don't know if we're having streaming issues here. Yeah, okay, I think we're back. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so we'll use the same structure when setting up this UI. So as far as as far as the let's set this up. This is going to be for speeddial.ai. I've got a bunch of these now. So yeah, we're going to start with the desktop view. So let's go ahead and drop a desktop here. And since we're going to be referencing this quite a bit, I'm going to keep it open to the side. It's just here, this over here. That's better. Cool. So desktop view, we're going to start with, I don't know how big this is. Oh, okay, there it is. 1440. So usually I put like a bit of a gap. So maybe make it 1440, so 1240. Let's just do 200 off the side, like that. So 200 off the side. Just 1240 here. Yeah, there. Cool. All right, and then we're going to put our title. So real phone calls with your favorite. Hi. All right. Make that super big. Extra bold. Cool. And then your subtitle, that's going to be here. Uh, this is maybe going to be 36. It's going to be regular or even light. I think you could probably get away with light. Speak your mind. No filters. Um, yeah, something like this. Maybe you just break it up. And maybe we could actually highlight the confidence aspect. So I'm thinking real phone calls. I don't know. All right, all right, all right. We'll mess around with that. This is way too big. So thinking 28. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. I don't have a color scheme just yet. We'll figure that out. Um, I'm thinking like have some sort of image here that explains to you exactly what it is that the app does. So yeah, it's almost like you can imagine a phone. I don't know how you would visualize this. Let me switch to this. Like you can imagine like a phone, and then there's like that pulsing thing, and then talking to like therapist, something like that. And then uh, wait, it doesn't look like the remarkable is updating here. Yeah, there it is. All right, so therapist, and then like an end call or hang up or something like that. Uh, yeah, that's how I kind of imagine that would look like. And I'll leave some space there for it, and then we can fill it in later. Cool. And then the other parts of this would be popular AIs. So we'd highlight popular AIs. Okay, make this like 38. And here you would have, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I'm just going to leave it blank for now. And probably have like one of those big shadows. Yeah, maybe four. Give it like a whimsical color, maybe purple or something. Like I think you can also give it a gradient, so that way it would look thick. All right, so FA, and then actually make this a little bit darker. Yeah, yeah, I'm feeling that. And make it F. So yeah, give this stroke a bit of transparency. Looks nice. Cool. Anyway, so here we'll highlight the popular AIs. We had a couple of these. Let me just look at the notes again. Yeah, so a therapist, architect, uh, copywriting pro, and a job interview. Nice. So therapist, let's do that. Regain your confidence by speaking, find clarity, and just vent. A sounding board to help you process your thoughts, find clarity. All right. I'll fix the coloring later, but yeah. Um, let's give this a title. That would be therapist. And then maybe you could have um, some sort of star rating. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like, but I imagine like a yeah, star rating, star and SVG. There's, I mean, you should find them in hero icons. Star. So here you can just have like a group of stars. Well, I'll copy the other one too, just so. Oops, wrong one. Cool. And then just make this like gold. Cool. So, man, that looks horrible, especially with the purple hue. It just looks absolutely horrible. But it's okay. It's okay. This is just the first take. Uh, so therapist, and what was the other one? Job interview. And maybe you could allow it to, like, you could actually specify the role so that when you do the job interview, you get an AI that asks you questions specifically related to your job, and you have to sort of think on the spot. And then, man, you could even like take this a step further, and then you could take the recording from the job interview and then feed that into another AI that gives you feedback. So instead of you just performing the job interview and then, having to remember what went well, what didn't go well, you would get some sort of report at the end of the mock interview, which tells you exactly what you need to improve, what you need to focus on. That'd be super cool. But again, like this would be more of like a specific version of, like a job interview AI platform where you can do like mock interviews, um, or a specific like therapist AI. But for something that's more general, which is what I'm leaning towards now, especially since, I don't have a clear picture of how this is going to be used, and I really just want to get into the habit of using it more so that you can understand like exactly how this works. I'm thinking like ratings are good and maybe you can keep them, but something better might actually be pricing because I was thinking about pricing earlier. You could actually just show 50 cents a minute. Ooh, like just show the pricing right there. And this will give you an idea of like how much cheaper. Is there a cent SVG cents, or maybe an HTML entity, right? Sure, this must exist. Like the C with the thing. Yeah, here it is. Or this one. I don't know if that's the same one. Huh? Why is it different? Like in the here it's twisted, and then over there it wasn't. Weird. Why is it twisted in the title, but oh man, I don't know. Like probably a Google thing. Oh, here it is. Full width send sign. Oh, that doesn't work. No. Okay. Whatever. 50 cent a minute. All right. Cool. So, job interview and then practice for your real job interview by talking to an AI. Something like that. Talking to an AI first or something like that. Or maybe just set it to 0.5 a minute for all of them. Yeah, that could work. Right. And then the third one would be like a software architect, software consultant. Okay. 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 I kind of feel like 200 is a bit too much. Maybe drop it to 100, um, or 120. Yeah, let's do 120. So 1240, you're gonna add 80. That's gonna be 1320. Okay. Okay. All right. And then you're gonna have custom make your own. Let's go ahead and set that up. chat with and speak, dial an AI that you of your own creation. Speak about any topic you like. You can speak about any topic you like. Cool. All right. I don't know about any topic. You probably need to add some. You probably need to add like some restrictions there. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work, but we'll need to figure it out. I think pricing got messed up here. Yeah, it's gonna be over here, but might paste that inside. Right. Okay. All right. So make your own. Speak to an AI that you create. Pick any topic you like to start conversation. Start talking. Okay. Nice. All right. Cool. So that covers that. I think you're also going to need some sort of footer. And then, like we said earlier, we're going to have like a settings menu up here, which we're going to need to include. So uh, let's make space for that. Settings. Settings cog. Here it is. Oh, make that like fine. Again, I haven't done any of the. This is without any design. I'm really just getting the structure in place. I mean, keep it grayscale for now until I can get a layout that I think uh, looks good. So it prioritizes the right things. You have the right hierarchy. Text looks okay. It doesn't seem like there's something obvious that's missing. And then we'll work out the details, like the specifics, and start exploring different color palettes to see what works best. So I think it would actually make sense to drop the shadow that we have going on here. Like the just keep the shadow as black for now. Just in keeping with what we're discussing right here. Cool. And so this will probably be lighter. Uh, right. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Let's see. What are we missing here? This will be bigger. Yeah, maybe that. And then just make it 6. Dial AI. I kind of feel like the name is probably off. I would, instead of speed dial AI, I would want to see like dial an AI, for instance. Something like that. Like dial an AI, I think would be perfect. So we need a logo up here. Mm, Maybe you have like the AI section separate. And then the easy thing to do here would be to just wrap it up with something and then give it a different background color. So that way it's obvious that it's a separate, something like that. Yeah, make it smaller. Yeah, it's like a real quick logo. Okay. All right. I don't know if you need to have a pricing section. I don't think it's strictly necessary. Now that I look at it, it seems like we've already got the pieces we need. We're gonna need a footer down here, and this would once again have the logo. You would have links to like a privacy policy generated by AI naturally. Fix. And then terms of use, or just contact us. And then obviously the most important bit of copyright 2024, all rights reserved. Of course, no website would be complete without that. Yeah, I think it looks good. It does feel super bare, so I think there's more that we need to add. But when I look at Character AI and their website and how it also looks pretty bare and simple, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, maybe it's okay, right? Maybe it's okay. Maybe it doesn't need to be like super detailed. Uh, Although, admittedly, they have like way more characters that they're featuring over here. Hmm. Oh, and then they have try saying. Okay, that's pretty smart. Try saying. But these are really questions, or maybe not questions. Like, what happens when you click on one of these? Okay, so it just kind of fills the. Yeah, that doesn't really apply here. I don't think that's very relevant, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Um, so make your own. I don't think on desktop this makes sense. Like you either have this slide over thing or you have like wrapping, but here it's like you have a slide over and then you have one just wrapped down here. That just seems weird. So I'm going to move this to the bottom and then make your own is just going to be create your own AI. And I don't think it necessarily needs to look like a card. Um, I guess you could do like sort of like what we did with the login modal. It's like this, right? Just or make your own, and then instead of doing this, like it would actually be a button. So you would have a button that just says get your own, create sparkle, right? All right, we just got 20 minutes left, so I really want to go to the other screen. Um, we'll have a description right beneath this, and then maybe you can have price as well. So you can just mention zero point 0.5 a minute, sort of off here to the side. Yeah, that works. Move the footer. Cool. Yeah, that's it. That is it. This is obviously on desktop. On mobile, it's going to look different, but I think it's a good start. So that's the first one. And then the second screen we're going to be working on is this detail screen. So within this screen, you can have a modal for the sign in. And I don't think we're going to be innovating a whole lot here. We're just going to be doing whatever character AI was doing for sign in. It's not going to be different. This, and then you're going to have sign up to use speed dial. What am I doing? Yeah, I think basically what you want to do is like lock everything except just lock the whole background. Okay, so now you can do uh, sign up speed dial. Okay, and then you'll have a button to continue with Google. Or you're going to use email, in which case we're going to have like a lighter field and then the button itself. So continue with email. Oops. All right, that's going to be top, yeah, top center. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's your sign up, and then, well, sign up, sign in, right? And then you're going to have the detail screen. This is the other screen. So again, once more, I think you're gonna have, I'm almost thinking like you could probably make this a modal and then have just one screen instead of having like multiple screens. And the drop the dropped frame rate is looking pretty horrible. I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe it's my internet connection. I don't know. Um, right. So I'm just gonna continue with this as if I were setting this up as a separate screen. So call therapist. I don't know if you give her a name or I don't know why I just assumed the therapist would be a female. All right. You probably don't need, or maybe you do. I don't know what to do about the header there. So I don't know, like maybe you give her a face, maybe you don't. I'm undecided here. Right? Put the price up here, and then maybe make this like 36, just a little bit more prominent. Okay, and then highlight your balance. Yeah, that looks off, especially with this text. I'm not sure how we're gonna fix that. Maybe something like this, and then you have that grouped into like a single block, something like that. Not sure. And I think the plan was to make it like a separate thing entirely. So maybe you just give the whole thing a background and just make this light. Yeah, something like that. The logo seems way too big. Obviously, this isn't going to be like actually the logo, but yeah, make it a little bit smaller. Hmm, okay. And the primary call to action here would be to begin the call. So let's just place that call to action right here. I'm just going to take it from here. Here we got a button. Okay. All right, so you can begin the call or you can listen to a sample. All right. Yeah. Seems like a pretty simple screen. Not a whole lot to it. If we're going to add call history, we still have it like open here. Not really sure if we're going to do that or not. Then we'd be able to show it up somewhere there. But for now, yeah, I think we have like everything that we need. When you click begin call, if you don't have a balance, then we will prompt you to top up your balance. And uh, also, one thing I didn't show here was like this modal over here. We've just got like 10 minutes left. I really need to get a move on. So let's let's put this up here. I think that's pretty much it for, and then maybe for this, like just drop the background or just delete the whole thing. Yeah, cool. All right. And then once you actually begin the call, um, or maybe before that, let's just go ahead and add this modal. Whoops, what happened? I think I copied the whole frame. Okay. And then here it's going to be top up your balance. So again, once more, like anything below this, we're going to call background and then just lock it. So top up your balance, and then you're going to specify the amount and whether you want to enable auto recharge. Yeah, it's like one of those fields where you can have a label at the top, a floating label. I think that's what it's called. So the amount and show up over here. And maybe this needs like a bit of explanation, so we can add like a oh, what happened here? How'd that get messed up? I think oh God, I stole the button and then I messed it up somehow. Yeah, it's there in the background though. So create your own AI. Where is it? Yeah, yeah, it's my bad. There it is. Okay, so top up your balance. We're gonna have to add the option for enable auto recharge. So once you, and then maybe have that checked by default. No, I don't think you want it checked by default. It's gonna look slimy. It's gonna be like, hey, what? Yeah, I think that would be. And for this, we're gonna lead with the same description that we had in that Skype screenshot. So we're just gonna go with that. Okay, just make this a little bit smaller and then maybe a bit lighter. Cool. So that covers that. That's top up your balance. And then the only thing remaining now is the the active call screen. So let's go ahead and do that. When the call is active, we are going to, what are we going to do? Let's see. All right, let's move the footer down. Move this up. And all right, so you need to feature the time on the call pretty prominently. Do it right there, right at the top. And then some sort of indicator to show like um, some speaking animation. I mean, I was thinking this would probably be a waveform. Uh, Actually, I think CodePen would probably be a better reference. Oh, nothing? I think I need to sign in. Oh, here it is. Yeah, something like this. Oh, that would be sick. Cool. I just copy that. I mean, obviously, we're not going to use exactly this, but something like this. And then um, let's move this down here. And it's the footer getting in the way. Hang up. Right. I'm just going to paste the link here because we can get back to it later. And let's see, end call. And then you can see the balance. Uh, I guess you probably want to see the balance um, somewhere. Like you have the price here. This balance we can keep up to date so you know exactly how much you have left. Yeah, I think that would be sufficient. And then I think that's it. Is there anything else that we need? Nope. I think that covers it. So as far as the landing page goes, we don't have any colors, so this is super raw, but it's like a higher fidelity version of the wireframe that we had here. And yeah, I'm kind of getting a feel for how this is going to look. It's really coming together. I'm feeling it. And it's kind of giving me ideas for how we want like the color scheme to look like. I have a couple ideas that I want to run with. And so that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to move um, to the last part of this, which is, all right, so we have all right, so we have the design for the app and landing page design kind of two in one. And um, I'm not going to check this one off just yet because, again, like we want to take a stab at actually adding some color and finalizing the little details. And then we'll start with the dev bit. And hopefully that happens sometime in the next hour or so. So I'll see you guys in the next one.